1 Kings 19:14 says, "And he said, I have been very zealous for the Lord God of hosts, because the children of Israel have forsaken your covenant, torn down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. I alone am left, and they seek to take my life." That's Elijah speaking, because Ahab is after his life, wants to kill him. And so he said, he's talking to God. He said, "God, they've killed everybody. I alone, it's only me who is left. Yet I have reserved 7,000 in Israel, all whose knees have not bowed down to Baal, and every mouth that has not kissed him." That's verse 17. So verse 14, Elijah's complaining, and God answers him and tells him, "Well, I have many people. I have reserved for myself many people." And actually says 7,000 in Israel. Everybody who has not bowed down to Baal and who has not kissed his mouth. These are remnant. So the lesson I want to bring here today is sometimes we need to come to a point in ministry or in life where we know that God has alternatives besides me. He has people that He can bring and do what you are doing. You're not the only one. You're not indispensable. Because sometimes we feel like, well, without me, this thing cannot go on, that nobody can do it better than me. And you feel that attitude of indispensability, that you're indispensable. So Elijah was in that situation. He thought that, well, the way God is using me, I'm the only one. I'm the only one who can decree things and there'll be no rain. Decree and then there'll be rain, and face Ahab. And God tells him, "I have preserved for myself 7,000 people that I can use." In other words, God has chosen you now, not because you're very important than others, but because He is God. He is God. He has several vessels that He can use. So you are not the only one. There's always someone else who can do what you're doing for God, and actually better, because God can anoint anybody. God has reserves that He can use anytime, in any generation, whether it's preaching, teaching the word, music, Christian business influencers. God always has alternatives in every generation. There's always an Elisha, there's always an Hazael or a Jehu among the 7,000 remnants who have not bowed their knees to Baal, who are very zealous for God. So look at Elijah. God uses him, and after a very short while, God raises up Jehu, raises up Hazael. Why? Because God has 7,000 people that He can use, but He has chosen for that moment to use you for that particular assignment. And you are there to create and pave way, and then He brings in other people. So serving God is a privilege that we need to grasp with our two hands, because it's not because we are special, but it's a privilege, it's an opportunity. I pray, God, that as you serve Him, as you bless Him, especially this year, may God give you a mind to humble yourself and know that it's a privilege, and to thank Him, so that you can also respect other people, remembering that God has alternatives. God bless you so much as you serve Him this year, and humble yourself, thanking God for whatever He has called you to do in this generation. See you again next time. Bye-bye.